Hello, and welcome for the very last time to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Oracle series. So here we are in the Room of Rites, a hiding place at Twinrova, where they plan to sacrifice Princess Zelda to bring about the revival of Ganon. So we can't allow them the time they need to finish their ritual. So we're just gonna charge on through, and actually I think we're gonna get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be here just yet. Once you open up the Room of Rites, you can get in very easily just by going through that portal in the Maku Tree's place. Rather than going through there just yet, we're gonna go do the Hero's Cave, which is an optional dungeon. It's open to you from the beginning of the game, but you won't be able to complete it immediately because you need most of your items from the entire course of the game. I don't think you need all of them. Like, I'm not sure if you need the Power Glove, but you know, you might as well just save it for last because it's a hard dungeon. And actually, I think we want to move this block if I remember what to do. This is very much so just a puzzle dungeon, just to, like, do you have the wits to beat our puzzles? And, I always really appreciated this type of dungeon, because, you know, it's one of those things that's just a fun, like, last hurrah for the game, so I always like to do these kind of things near the end, plus the fact that you need most of your items to do it, also helps justifying that. If you remember right, this place is called the Hero's Cave. Not so much that you remember the name of this dungeon, because, I mean, of course you remember the name of the dungeon, because we're here right now. But there's another dungeon in Holodrum named the Hero's Cave as well, in which being the place that you would get your sword, you know, through a normal playthrough. Now, in this game, you get your sword from Impa at the beginning of the game. But in linked versions of the game, you just start off with your sword. So starting off with your sword makes the Hero's Cave and Holodrum useless. But there is still a point to it in which it becomes, you know, the same style of the final optional dungeon, if you would. And will this move? Oh, thank God it moved. Because I was hoping I didn't fuck it up already with these block puzzles. The Hero's Cave in Holodrum is different, and maybe one day I will cover it. But to play, we would need to be doing a linked game of Seasons, which would mean I would have to play Ages again, a non-linked version, and then go play through, like, the majority of Seasons to be able to beat this. But we will be covering, you know, secrets in this game, even though I haven't done them in this actual playthrough. But we will be going and doing all the secret stuff, just not yet, because, you know, we're more worried about beating, you know, Twinrova and stopping about the revival of Ganon, even though we're, you know, fucking around in an optional dungeon. If I remember right, we're going to need our seed shooter to be able to hit that switch thing, because you'll notice there's a bridge right here, and I should actually probably just get out my sword so we can kick some Molodrum. I always call these guys Molodrums, but I think they're called, like, Moldrums, I think is the proper way to pronounce it. Not so sure. You think I would know, being that they've been a staple of the Zelda series forever. Like, they were in the first game, but they were like weird, kind of like, well, I was gonna say weird, like, ball snake guys, but I guess that's what they are in a nutshell. Their design has, you know, improved. They were like bosses though in Link's Awakening and you know, Link to the Past, but this probably isn't the best time for Zelda trivia. Although I guess, you know, Zelda trivia is always applicable in a Zelda game, and damn it, I was hoping we can make it that way. As you can probably tell, this bridge disappears whenever you hit this. The point of that is, you know, there's a bridge over there that we want to be able to run across. So we need to find, like, the proper place that we can angle this, that our seed bounces properly to hit the thing, and oh my god, that's much closer. I was wondering why we weren't able to get it, but, you know, we just had to get a bit closer. So what you want to do is just, you know, flick it on down, and then, you know, it's not that hard, but I managed to fuck it up because, you know, I'm a fuck up on, I don't know why I strained myself saying that, because, you know, I guess I had a hard time admitting to myself I was a fuck up, even though it's obvious, and I saw you, what are those guys called? The spiny hat beetles, I believe they're called, with these spikes, that we're gonna need our shield to kill, which is kind of a dick move to put all these likes around, and then have these enemies that you can only kill with a shield. So if your shield was to get eaten now, you would have to leave the dungeon and come back. Luckily, though, you know, the walls will stay, or not the walls, but the doors will stay open since they're keys. I'm not so sure about some of the later puzzles in this dungeon. Now, if you remember these guys, you need to shoot them with a seed to be able to turn them on. Your seed shooter only bounces 3 times, so it's impossible to bounce it in the proper way to be able to hit all 3. But I think there is a way that you can glitch it out, where you shoot it and it hits where it hits one of these guys without bouncing. If not, we can always kind of cheap it out, and if we pull out our, I think I'll just use an Ember Seed so we don't waste up all of our Scent Seeds. If we just turn around, we can, you know, just cheap it out by doing that. There's a Sun Warp here, which I think actually warps us later in the dungeon, seeing as there's no way to get through. Because this dungeon utilizes the Sun Warps to, you know, get you through the dungeon as opposed to, you know, warping you back. And, oh, look, it's just one of these puzzles. This is supposed to be, you know, like the end... Well, not so much it's supposed to be the end game thing, but I like to treat it like it's the end game thing. But this puzzle is a fairly easy puzzle. Like, if you notice, there's not enough these blue blocks to go around. So we're going to have to get creative with how to get a blue block over there. Hint, hint, just take the one from over there. Let's go ahead and just jump over here so we can free up this yellow block. Because we don't want to get these blocks stuck in places that we can't grab them. Like, if you push them up against a wall, you know, most of the time the blocks will get stuck since, you know, you don't have a way of pulling them in this game. Which always screws me over in Zelda games where you have a mole. Like, there will always be a point in A Link to the Past, and not so much Minish Cap, because Minish Cap makes you use pull pretty often. But I always forget in A Link to the Past that you can pull, which is weird, because I played that game a bajillion times. The Sun Warps in this level, though, will be a dick later on. Like, there's a huge dick move that they pull, because it's probably the most obnoxious puzzle in this game. Like, if you guys thought, those, the puzzles where you walk along the colored blocks and they turn into a different... we'll be seeing one of those puzzles as well. One of the ones where you basically have to do the slider puzzle where you have to complete it. If you thought those were bad, it's going to get worse. And actually, I think we have to be able to get over that, we have to use our switch hook. Because otherwise... Oh, well, I guess we could have just destroyed the pot, but I don't know why I thought that was, you know, an easier way about going about that situation. But, you know, whatevs. If we get where we're going, actually, that won't get us where we're going, because we want that chest. And I just, you know, blocked us off from where we were Oh, no, I know what we can do. If we use the switch hook in a different way, we can actually switch hook back here and then get our stuff. Is that what's going on? I think, and I'll just, you know, keep the switch hook on hand, because we'll probably be needing it soon. No, because... Oh, I see. We want to keep the block over... Or not the block, the pot over there where we'd be able to hit it with our switch hook. Because I thought we'd be going up to the top. I don't know why I thought that. We want to keep it about on the same level as we would the... Actually, how do we do that then? Because we need to push this down. Oh, I see. We do need the switch hook for something other than that. So maybe it'll actually utilize the... I was going to say maybe it'll utilize the length of the long switch, but no, of course it doesn't. That's not very far. Now, this level's going to throw a lot of money at you as optional things that you can just go after if you want. You don't really need it. I'd suggest, you know, maybe getting a bit of money so you can afford a life potion if you're doing this at the same time as I am. Seeing as we're going to be fighting, you know, the final boss of this game. And even though I didn't use a life potion on Baron, I highly, highly, highly suggest a life potion for the final boss of this game. I've never beaten the final boss of this game without a life potion. I suppose you might be able to beat it with one of the special rings in this game. But honestly, the special rings might be more... I consider them more of... this might not be the right way to put it, but cheating so much... Yeah, cheating's not the right word. It gives you a bit more of an advantage than the life potion would. Well, I guess, you know, it's either way. One completely fucking heals you, and the other, yeah, what am I doing here? Jeez. The puzzles like I said, the puzzles in this get very dickish later on. This isn't even, like, a very hard one, but this is one that just kind of stumps you whenever you look at it, or at least it stumps me, but I'm also, you know, kind of a proper way to put it would be stupid, I suppose. Like I probably give myself more shit than I should, but, you know, whatevs, fuck me. I'm not the guy here. Who the hell do I think I am, thinking I'm the guy? I mean, you know, whatevs. Why the hell did we... Oh, yes, I remember the puzzle. I completely forgot the puzzle about this, because I was, you know, having a personal hate session. What you want to do is get the blue blocks, or not the blue blocks, but these little blue guys onto, the blue tiles, of course. And it'll probably make a chest appear in that little yellow spot, because that's, like, the chest indicator for this. And we'll go ahead and put this here. Because like I said earlier, the blocks get stuck along the wall since you can't pull them whenever you push them against a wall. So now we can switch hook our way in, so we'll, you know, be in a proper spot to continue pushing this block. And now we'll get our TNT, which falls from the sky, instead of, you know, giving us a, you know, handy-dandy chest. But, you know, whatever the game feels like doing. I never really got why they do that. The, you know, sometimes they fall from the sky, sometimes they fall from chests. Or fall from chests, fall from, I wonder if we can get this with Arcana Samaria. And I guess we can. I was about to say, damn, I guess we're going to figure out some weird way to push the blocks, which I assume is just the standard, you know, 3 blocks, you gotta push one to the side. But, like here, like we're doing one right now. Standard 3 block, push one to the side. And, thank God we didn't need Arcana Samaria there, because we would have been screwed, and this beetle gone. And let's see if we can go ahead and make this jump. I'm assuming we're gonna need our Pegasus Seed. There is a puzzle later on that totally fucking sucks, where you have to be perfect with that kind of jump. So that's a bit of practice for later on, if you would. Because there's gonna be a puzzle that's going to be the death of me, later on. Let's go ahead and warp to later on in the dungeon. Or it could take us back to the beginning. So now we have a sun warp back to the beginning, which is kind of nice. Because we can continue on. And, if you guys haven't forgotten, this was the thing I was trying to describe, the little... What did I try to describe this with? Like, slider puzzle that you walk across and your feet make tiles different color? I don't know what I said, but whatever I just said right now was a better description than whatever the hell I said before. These puzzles are very difficult, but they're not so much like game enders as much as they are like, you know, just keep on trying, you'll eventually get it right. And I think I've probably already fucked up, because these puzzles are very easy to fuck up, and no, we're still going strong, so let's keep going on. The best way to do these puzzles, which I'm sure you guys have noticed by now, is just, you know, just to continuously try it, and you'll eventually get it right. And I'm thinking we fucked it up already, but, you know, we'll keep going, and it's not looking like this is gonna work out very well. If I remember right, this puzzle actually, you know, plays a tricky mind game with you, and that it's going to leave one block, or not, I keep calling these blocks, but it's gonna leave one of these tiles untouched, as to speak, and you'll actually need to use your Arcana Samaria to cover it up. If I remember right, I'm thinking it's this one, unless there's one later in this dungeon. A puzzle just like this later in the dungeon. Actually, let's try, taking care of a few of these tiles. Because that might be the trick, is rather than going about in a circle, just to take care of a few tiles and have to come back. We might have to speed this up, because I might be here for a long time, and like I said, a long time, because I've already screwed myself up. So I'll just, you know, I guess, hammer away at this puzzle. Aha, we got it! There we go! There we go. There's no way this could be wrong, right? Please say that this is right. Let's actually put the block... Yay, we did! Oh my god. Oh, thank god. That only took about 5-6 minutes. That's not too bad. I really stopped paying attention to time, and I probably should pay attention to how long I'm playing. Because, you know, I don't want to keep playing, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's time for that whole Armageddon thing to happen. Because, you know, I guess the world's supposed to end or something. I don't know how that works, because, you know, I'm busy playing a better game than End of the World. End of the World's such a dumb game. And... Oh, damn it, we're gonna be stuck in here, aren't we? Although luckily they put a hole there, so at least we only take damage. As weird as that sounds, we only take damage. At least we can get out. There's probably a, you know, a smart way to do that where, you know, you hit the block or leave a bomb or something. But, you know, doing things a smart way is so overrated whenever we can, you know, we can just magic our way around, because we're like a little elf guy, so we can do what we want. And there's a lot of jelly guys here. Probably be best if I took out my sword so we can take care of them, but of course we can take care of them with the switch hook. It's just with the switch hook we're going to need a bit more finesse with killing them, since we have to time out our kills. This puzzle right here is kind of interesting, because you look at it and you're like, oh, this will be easy. Now, what you want to do is you want to get one of these blocks, like, out of the way, so just so it won't block you in. Like, I thought I was about to block myself in. Because if you weren't going to move that, you would end up getting stuck in one of those corners. And then you'd be like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So you just want to get one of those blocks, like, put it out of the game for a little while so you can just get through. If I'm right, this next room should be, like, the worst puzzle in the game. Like, not so much that this is the hardest puzzle, but this is definitely the worst puzzle. Not that it's badly designed, but it's just... I hate it! Fuck this puzzle. basically what's going to happen is we pull this back, and you've seen this before, it hardens the lava so we can walk across it. Well, what we're supposed to do after that, and I'm actually going to get out my bombs, is you have basically till that thing like winds back to, you know, get to land, or else you fall in the lava. And normally the punishment for falling in lava is a bit of pain. But in this case, it's a little bit worse in that if you remember, we got here by sun warp, which means if we hurt ourselves, it's going to take us back to the beginning. The beginning of the room being a warp tile, which will send us back. So basically, if you fuck up in this puzzle, you just have to start it all over again. Now, the actual puzzle to this is we're pushing one of these little color blocks across the lava, which makes it worse, because it's not only if you fall in the lava, if you manage to push your block in the lava, you're also fucked. So we're probably going to be here a while. I definitely suggest like a setup like I have with the, you know, just Pegasus seats so you can get around a bit easier, and I don't know the best order about going about this. I definitely know you should go for red last, seeing as red is, you know, up against the wall, so if you push the block there, you're kind of fucked. Now what I suggest doing is holding that until like everything, all the lava's frozen over, because if you're holding it, the lava won't disappear, because the lava goes away once this thing pulls back all the way. So you definitely just want to hold this thing out until it's, you know, it's come to its full fruition. Please be on yellow. Oh, thank God it's on yellow. We're gonna switch back to good old Feather here, and I'm gonna wait for our rock thing, or not the rock thing, the Pegasus seeds to run out, because if we were to jump, it would have launched us farther. And I don't want to fall in the lava, because we might do this on our first try, and if we do, I'll just sound like a little whiny bitch, like, this puzzle sucks. But I really hated this puzzle, because this puzzle was definitely just one of those moments in games where it's like, you know, I may be in the car and have nothing else to do, but you know what? Fuck this game. Fuck this lovely, lovely game. Because this is definitely like one of like the most rage-worthy moments in this game for me. For me, anyways. I don't know about other people, because this has definitely been just one of the puzzles that always fucked me over. And it's gonna look like we're going to have to go around. So hopefully we can manage to do this without landing in the lava, because I would hate to have to cut after doing that whole speed up thing with the that tile room. All it takes is one puzzle. One puzzle is all it takes to make you just forget who you are, lose any sort of just human decency you had before, and just hate yourself, because I've been doing this longer than I care to. I put on my armor ring so I would stop taking so much damage from this place, because this place is killing me. Lonk may be the one who's in physical pain, but I finally understand the term "it hurts to live." Not in a physical sense, no, but, you know, hopefully I can... Is that enough room to... Please say that's enough room to pull that stupid ore back, because I don't want to have to move that stupid block again. I'm so done with the stupid block, I don't want to move the block anymore, but I have to. I have to move this block. And if I die right now, I think I might just die, like for reals die. Like not even within the video game. Like I think my organs will stop. They'll just be like, no more of this. I can't do this anymore. And please, yay, yay, we're done. No more of this place. No more. I don't care. Give me the items I would normally have on my buttons, because I don't care where my items are. I don't need item organization anymore. I don't need that. I just need to move on. Now, I'm pretty sure if you die, after you do that, I think that, fuck, I'm gonna need more Pegasus seeds. Hopefully I won't run out, because I think we need Pegasus seeds later on. If you die after that room, I'm sure that, sorry, I forgot how to talk in my time in jail, man. It broke me. I'm pretty sure that staircase stays, even if you... I'm not sure if it stays if you leave, but I know if you, like, take off, like, if you go through that sun warp and go back, I think that it stays. I was never really sure how to get this, but I think you can, if you do it at the proper time, you might be able to create a block right underneath you. I'd really like to get this money, but I'm not sure if this is the proper way to get it, making the block underneath you. Because I've never been able to get it, but I think that's how you would go about getting that money. But I honestly have no clue how to get that money. I am stumped. If that might work, it might not. You never know. And I actually have my armor ring on, so we should probably go ahead and just take it off, just so we can, you know, fight these guys properly. And hopefully they won't decide to come down here, because since you can't push them back with your sword, like I've already explained Gyptos before, but just in that small of an area, it's best to stay out of their way. Now, if I remember, I think I saw a bombable block. I think we're gonna want to throw some bombs at it. So let's get the bomb check in. Not that I've... Oh, that's not gonna work. I guess we have to throw the bomb like that, so it lands right next to the thing. That shouldn't be hard, because we just need to get it right there, and, you know, that wasn't tough at all. If you remember earlier in the dungeon, I had that one jump that we had to do, where it was like... I don't know how to explain it, but you don't get a lot of room. Damn, now that my items are all unorganized, I don't know where they are. Where you have to jump like just perfectly to get through. Oh, that wasn't... We were able to do that. Hell yeah! Those kind of jumps normally fuck me over. And I memorized this room. I know this room, because this room... Oh, this room. There are ceiling wall masters, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't even care what they're called right now, because I just wanted to kill it. And hopefully there's, okay, there's more than one, thank God. I do not want to be taken out of this room, because they do take you back to the beginning still. Any more? No, that seems to be it. Because this is the very last room. They put a wall master in the last room, just to the last fuck you, in this place. So you'll have to be... I think the only room, like, puzzle-wise that you'd have to do over again would be the, that one prior to this room, with the jumping, because I'm pretty sure that the lava room would stay put. And here's your prize for this entire dungeon. Once you get it, it warps you out, but you get this magical appraisable ring, which we can just go ahead and get appraised, since we're just, oh, so close to the, you know, the appraisal place. Honestly, this treasure's probably not worth it, but what you get is the level 3 armor ring. It boosts your defense by 3, but, you know, your sword damage goes down. So, you know, the trade-off isn't that good. I guess you could equip it if you just want to protect yourself for a little bit. But, you know, there's better rings out there. But for me, it's the sense of adventure. At least I hope it's worth it, because, you know, I had fun in the dungeon, and I guess that's all that matters, even though I spent forever in that stupid lava room. But, you know, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stock up on some seeds. And I actually don't need the tornado seeds. I don't know why the hell I grabbed it. I'm going to go stock up on some seeds, so we can be ready for this fight. And I'm going to go spend some of that dosh we got to purchase a life potion. So I will see you guys once I'm all stocked up. So here we are in the Room of Rites. This is where Twinrova's been hiding this entire... Oh, and I've already done that. Silly me. So the Room of Rites only has one puzzle leading up to the final boss fights. And yes, I did say fights. And it's one of those puzzles where it's like... Ooh, if you go the wrong way, you're going to be lost forever. Can you find the right way? Now, this is one of the easier versions of that puzzle in all the Zelda games, in my opinion, and that you just go the direction that the eyes aren't looking at, so you just, you know, just survey the eyes real quick, and it should be fairly obvious which way to go. You'll always know when you're on the last one, because you, of course, have to go up to get to the last one. Although I guess it's not obvious, because you have to go up, you might have to go up a few times. So just going up doesn't mean you're at the end, even though... just did exactly the opposite of what I just said, but going up's always going to be the end. You'll be greeted by these different statues, and just up ahead is the altar where Zelda lay. And I don't see Twinrova around, so we can just, you know, waltz up here and grab her without getting into a boss fight. You know what? It would have been disappointing to do this without a boss fight, because we've come here to kick some old granny Twinrova ass, so we're going to do just that. So, Lonk, you finally reached the altar. Bother. We can't have you scampering about up here, so we've dragged you in here. And now they're gonna do like this slow-mo fly-in just because they think they're hot shit, but they're really not. Well, one of them's hot shit, the other one's cold shit. The flames of sorrow, destruction, and despair burn brightly. The return of the evil King Ganon approaches. The holy sacrifice Zelda is all that remains. When we call Ganon's spirit into the vessel, it will be done. You can't stop us. Prepare to meet your doom. Now, I'm not an expert in the whole evil sacrificing to bring back evil king thing, but putting your evil king inside of the body of a princess, because they said that they're using her as a vessel, I just don't think that's a good idea, because, you know, granted, the princess might have, like, magic powers and such, like we've seen in a few Zelda games where she can, you know, do light arrows and all those fancy magic-y things and stuff, but she's just not gonna be like, your, you know, the body of your evil king. You know, regardless of that, this is the boss fight of Kome and Gatake, the Twinrova sisters, and there we go, we've beaten them. You fight them just like a game of stickball, they're not that hard. Oh ho ho, I did not think you would get so far, but I shall not fall like Nox, because that's his name now, and Varen, see my true power. So now we're going to do exactly what we've been waiting for them to do and transform into the real Twinrova. We'll sacrifice you so the evil king can return. So now they've gone sacrifice happy, and they're just going to sacrifice whatever they can, you know, it doesn't matter if it's Zelda or not. If you remember whenever we were in the Sword and Shield cave in Seasons, I really suggest this mushing tactic of getting around on the ice. It's, frankly speaking, the best way to get around, because it leaves you with offensive capabilities of whacking them, because you are going to want to wail on them with your sword, but it also leaves you with, you know, the ability to get around. Contact damage is going to be a pain in the butt for the ice version, while the fire version is going to be a pain in that whenever you hit them, there's some bounce to it, so it bounces you back. So you'll very frequently end up in the magma pits, or lava pits, whatever the hell it's supposed to be. It doesn't matter to me. There is a ring called the Steadfast Ring, which helps a lot. I know in Seasons it's in the Sword and Shield cave, but in Ages I have no clue where it is. You'll notice that you wail on them to a point where they take that pose. That pose is when you hurt them. Wailing on them with your sword actually doesn't hurt them. It's wailing on them with scent seeds whenever they take that you know, that pose is whenever you actually are doing damage to them. And the whole sword thing is, or hitting them with your sword thing, is just to, you know, get them to be vulnerable to your scent seeds. I think you can also use Ember Seeds, but I prefer to use the Scent Seeds just because, you know, the Scent Seeds' best purpose is for your shooter. I always thought this fight was a bit easier in Seasons since you get your Hyper Slingshot, but, you know, that's not important because we can just beat them up. And actually, you know, with the Siege Shooter, you can get a second shot in very frequently if you shoot one past her when she's doing her invincibility frames, because then it'll bounce back and hit her in the back of the head. Which, you know, it's always nice to hit someone in the back of the head. You know, it's a standard routine in comedy, which means it's, you know, a thing that works, and we're taking a lot of damage, which is why I suggested you go get the life potion, because since there's, you know, multiple boss fights, you kind of end up taking a beating. I'm sure if you're good at this game, you can do it without a problem, but unfortunately, I'm only okay at this game. And there we go, come on, do it! Ah, damn it! I was hoping that would be her last one. I'm sure if we were to have, actually hit her that first time, rather than wasting that first shot, because the first time she took that pose, I managed to fuck it up, and if you just run away from the bats while jumping, they probably won't hit you, and we actually haven't landed in the lava yet, I don't think, which is rare. I normally end up in the lava a ton, but she's actually hitting me with those fireballs. I guess it's a trade-off, you know. So let's just whack the shit out of her, and she's summoning more of those ice spiky things. So she's probably getting low on health, and let's do this. I'm guessing this will be the last seed. There we go, we've beaten Twinrova, and now she's gonna blow up, meaning she's dead forever. Ho ho! Ganon's return was but a step away, Lonk. It is not over. Our rites have failed, but by sacrificing this body, Ganon will return. So here he is, Ganon. But is this really Ganon? Well, it's Ganon's body, but I wouldn't say it's so much his mind. They weren't able to properly revive him, seeing as they, you know, just ended up going sacrifice happy and just sacrificed themselves instead of Zelda. So this isn't a proper revival of Ganon. He's a mindless husk who's basically just a killing machine. That doesn't mean you should undermine him. The only way you can hurt him is with a spin attack, unless you have the level 3 sword. The level 3 sword is a secret item that makes this fight a whole lot easier, but I personally don't like to use the secret items. Some of the secret items make these last fights really, really easy, and like I said, that's why I suggest the life potions, because with all these boss fights, they really grind you down, which really helps in the end with Ganon, because then you're able to, you know, get a quick heal in. But see, like I said, I needed it in the end. I was hoping I could avoid, you know, having to use it, but I guess we did. Oh, this attack. This is my least favorite attack he does. This may just look like, you know, a seizure-inducing room, but what that does is it messes up your D-pad so you don't go the proper way. And he's doing it again already. Damn, he must be getting low on health already. So it's just so he can get some contact damage on you, because contact damage is, of course, you know, like, the best way to well, for the enemies to hurt you in this game, and wow, he's really going crazy with it. But yeah, secret items make this fight a lot easier. I would suggest them, if you know, want to make this fight really easy. But, you know, I enjoy a good hard boss fight, even if it means, you know, we have to get a life potion. This attack right here, whenever he hits the ground, you want to jump, because if you don't jump, you're going to be stunned, and then he'll get you with that attack. Because that big energy ball, I think it has a hell of a lot of damage, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure how much damage all of his attacks do. But just assume you don't want to get hit by him. And I've kind of gotten the D-pad thing down, so this isn't as brutal as it would have been if I wouldn't have remembered how to move. But he can really hurt you a lot if you're not prepared in that. Come on, let's get a good spin attack in. But yeah, I really suggest the secret items if you want to make quick work of him. But a good old spin attack will do, and Jesus, he really is just, he knows I don't like that attack. But there we go, we've beaten him. Ganon has been revived just to get killed again. So down goes Ganon, and oh god, the screen's like freaked out. Like the little, like, the diamond effect went away. But, you know, I guess, you know, with Ganon dead, there was no reason for it to continue. So let's save Zelda, meaning we've done everything we needed to do. We're saving Zelda, we killed Ganon, killed Twinrova. There's no one left to oppose us. For real this time. Ugh, Lonk. It's ended. Thank you, Lonk. You halted the completion of the rites that would have revived Ganon. Since they could not sacrifice me in their final rite, the powers of darkness could revive only a mindless, raging Ganon. Your power, wisdom, and courage were able to prevent Twinrova's planned resurrection of Ganon. Now hope and peace can return to the hearts of the people. Thank you. You are a true hero. Let us return to the others, and return we shall. But of course, their room of rights is going to crumble because there's no purpose of it, and she's going to call it a castle. I guess it might be a castle, but, you know, we're going to get out of here no problem because, you know, oh, that rock, those two rocks, a few of those rocks actually hit us, jeez. What do we do? Of course we're going to get out of here. Like, if you just get up, we could get out of here, but of course we have to accept help from the stupid Maku tree. I really don't want to talk to her, but, you know, she's going to thank us, so, you know, I guess we're on equal terms now. Lonk, you did it! I knew you could! Leave this to me! So she's gonna save us, so I guess, you know, I forgive you, Maku Tree, even if you're a heartless bitch, but, you know, bygones can be bygones, because she saved us. No, look, Den's here, for real, not just magic white power. And look, she's laughing, she's happy to see us. Maybe we can rekindle what we had, Maku Tree. Maybe we can. Welcome back, Lonk. Now the world is at peace. I knew you could do it, Lonk, heart. Aww. And I knew you'd come back, heart. Aww, she does like us. Back to writing fanfictions for me. Welcome back, Zelda. And you too, Lonk. It's all over, isn't it? Yes, it is, because there isn't a third Oracle game. There was planned to be one, but unfortunately the password system got too complicated, so there's only 2 Oracle games. But, you know, I think we can deal with that. 2's better than 1. I knew you would find a way, Lonk. Let us dance together again. Hell yeah, let's dance right now. But, of course, Enba has to say something. Zelda, I'm glad to see you return safely. Lonk, you are all I expected. I always believed in you. Unlike Ralph. Hey, where is Ralph anyways? Shouldn't he be here? Lonk, the 3 triangle on your left hand symbolize power, wisdom, and courage. These are the mark of the hero who is fated to appear when peace crumbles in Hyrule. With the essences of nature and time, and the courage you possess, you have fought back the powers of evil. The guidance of the Triforce has made you into its legendary hero. Thank you, Lonk. And now we get a kiss. Of course we don't want her stupid kiss, because we have the Maku Tree. Look, our lady of the Maku Tree is sad. Well, you know, we can explain to her later that she did it. We didn't ask for it, so, you know, we might be able to rekindle things. So there we are, the end of the Oracle series. So there we have it, both Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages completed. Now, these games have always held a very, very secret place in my a very secret place in my heart. A very special place in my heart. In that it was around when these games came out that it finally clicked in my little peanut brain that the Zelda series was very special to me. I had played all of the games up to this point, and they just meant a lot to me, and created the greatest fucking addiction I have. Heroin doesn't even come close. It was these games that when it came out that made me, say, like, Zelda means a lot to me. I'm gonna go back and give Majora's Mask a chance. Because Majora's Mask was just way too much for me to handle at the time. It's just like, this thing's just stressing me out, this time limit, man. I made it about to a Woodfall Temple and then stopped, which is the first dungeon in the game, for those of you who haven't played it. And, it ended up being my favorite game of all time. So, these games are kind of like, I consider them a gateway drug. Almost, I guess. I don't know, even though I played Zelda up to that point. But, whatever. These games are very special to me, and I'm glad I could share them with you guys if you haven't played them. And if you haven't played them, and even if you have, you should probably go back and, play them, replay them, if you feel like it. Because they're very fun. You can play them different ways, different rings, just different ways to go about it. It's kind of neat. You can play Seasons first, Ages first, whatever you want to do. You can do linked games, hero games. Hero game is basically a third playthrough, which, we'll get into that whenever the secret stuff comes up, because I like to cover the secret and the secret stuff and the hero cave and Seasons as well at a later date, though, because, for now, we'll accept our victory. I mean, Lonk can't just go around having adventures forever. I mean, Lonk's human, Hylian, whatever, same thing to me. He's gotta take a break, right? I mean, he can't just continue adventuring forever, can he? I mean, he can't, right? Right? Like, he's gonna go home and take a nap now, right? Maybe? Lonk? Lonk? What are you doing on that boat? No, Lonk! You can't... No! No! I thought we were finished! I thought we were finished! Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you wherever this boat takes Lonk. See you guys then.